Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your Daily Explainer for January 21st, 2026. If you're a Taurus Sun or Rising, you are definitely going to want to stick around for this. Let's dive right into what the stars have cooked up for you.
So right off the bat, the cosmos is throwing a big question your way, and it's kind of the central theme for your entire day. It's that classic Taurus dilemma, isn't it? Do you play it safe and stick with what you know feels secure? Or do you take a chance on something new and innovative? We're going to see how this whole thing plays out for you.
So, what's the overall vibe for the day? Well, it's a really interesting mix. It's going to feel a little complex, maybe like you're navigating a few twists and turns. But, and this is the important part, the payoff is these amazing moments of aha, real, satisfying clarity.
And that's exactly what we're talking about here. You know, all those nagging little doubts you've had, especially when it comes to your finances? Well, today, they just start to disappear. It's like a fog is lifting from your brain, and you're finally going to get some solid, tangible answers. Okay, so let's get practical. How does all this newfound clarity actually affect your day-to-day? Well, for a Taurus, you know where we're headed first: your career and your bank account.
And yup, here it is again, that big tug of war. On one shoulder, you've got that deep, powerful need for security. You know, the stable ground you love. But on the other shoulder, there's this exciting pull towards something totally new, maybe even a little risky. It's like these two parts of you are having a serious stare-down today.
But check this out. Here's the really good news. The universe isn't just leaving you hanging with this dilemma. Nope, it's also handing you the solution. There's a special cosmic influence today that's giving you this amazing dose of objectivity. It's like you can put on a pair of special glasses and see those risky ideas clearly, without any of the usual fear or emotion getting in the way.
So how do you actually use this? Well, this clarity is basically a green light. It's your cue to go back and look at some of those ideas you might have dismissed before, the ones that seemed a little too out there. You're going to see them in a whole new light. You might even figure out a way to make that new venture feel totally secure, and that, my friend, could open up some seriously exciting new doors for your career and your finances.
Okay, so why is all of this happening today of all days? What's the cosmic engine driving all this illumination? Let's peek behind the curtain and see what's really going on up in the stars. Here's the deal. It all comes down to a really powerful alignment. You've got the Sun, which is all about you, your core self, getting together with Mercury, the planet of communication and thinking. And they're both hanging out in the super innovative sign of Aquarius. Just imagine someone shining a giant spotlight right on your mind. That's the vibe. This actually has a pretty cool name. It's called a Mercury cazimi. That's just a fancy astrological term for a moment of ultimate mental clarity. Seriously, think of it like your logical brain and your intuition, which are usually arguing. Finally look at each other, shake hands, and say, yeah, we're on the same page. It's the perfect recipe for seeing things with total unbiased clarity. All right, but this amazing energy isn't just about your job and your money. Oh no, it's also spilling over into your personal life. So, let's switch gears and talk about matters of the heart. That's right. That same mental fog that's lifting from your finances, it's clearing up around your heart too. So, if there's been any confusion or weirdness in your love life, it's about to get hit with that same clarifying energy. You're finally going to understand where you stand and where they stand too. So what does this look like in practice? Well, if you're in a relationship, today is the day to have those big, important talks about your values, about the future. And if you're single, keep your eyes peeled. You could meet someone who's totally unique and interesting, but who also has that steady, reliable vibe you love. Now, I gotta share this because the source has a really powerful, almost dramatic warning for you. It says, be careful. You are very ready to fall in love. Your heart is just wide open today, and while that's amazing, it also means you're pretty vulnerable. The takeaway here is to lean into it, but just be aware. The potential for a real connection is huge, but your emotions are going to be running super high too. Okay, wow, we've covered a lot. So let's boil all of this down. What are the absolute key things you need to carry with you through your day? First, those money worries, they're finally going to clear up. Second, use that amazing objectivity you've got to explore new career paths. You might just find security where you least expect it. Third, clarity is coming to your relationships. And finally, if you're single, get ready. A surprising new romance could be just around the corner. And that really leaves us with one final thought. With all this clarity and all this potential swirling around, today is basically a day of open doors. So the real question isn't if an opportunity is coming your way, it's which one are you going to choose to walk through. Thanks so much for joining me for this breakdown.